Welcome to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis, and we're live on this Wednesday morning, June the 4th, here at the HCCTV studios. Good to have you with us this morning. Now, I'm going to try to get through this show. Myself and several coworkers here are sick today, so seems to be a lot going around right now. So make sure you stay safe out there and try to take your meds if you have them. I know I certainly have. We're good to have you with us on this Wednesday. We got a couple of great guests joining us very soon. We're going to want to thank everyone who's watching us on Facebook Live and YouTube. We're here just about every morning when HCC is in session. That's most Mondays through Fridays. But you can also watch us, rewatch the show in social media at any time. We're on LinkedIn, we're on X, we're on Facebook, YouTube, of course, and we're also on HCCTV, our cable channel. That's right. You can find us on most cable channels, most cable systems. Look for us as HCCTV. We're on at noon, 5, and 10 p.m. Now, today we've got a couple of subjects we're going to be talking about. One of them, we're discussing an event to promote networking among engineering students and industry professionals. Farrish Betton is our Petroleum Engineering Technology Program Coordinator for HCC's Global Energy Center of Excellence. Good morning to you, Farrish. How are you? And I think you got your mic still muted.
Okay, good morning, Todd. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Good to hear you. Good to have you with us. And we always talk about the engineering academies and all you guys have going on with that. So we're looking forward to hearing about this event coming up. So stick around. I'll be with you in about 10 minutes.
Real good.
Okay, first we're highlighting HCC's dental assisting program, which is right now accepting applications for the fall. Charlsey Jimenez is a dental assisting faculty member for HCC's Coleman College of Health Sciences, and she joins us this morning. Good to see you, Charlsey. I'm having a hard time talking. Charlsey, how are you?
I've been dealing with that for a long time. I'm well. Thank you so much for having me this morning. Happy to be here.
Yeah. So, one of the biggest questions I get with Coleman is people are always asking about the enrollment qualifications because it isn't necessarily year-round enrollment. You guys work in cohorts. Is that the same with dental assisting as well?
It is. So we have two cohorts running right now. There's a fall cohort that's running and a spring cohort. We take 30 in the fall and then 12 in the spring. And right now we're accepting applications for our fall enrollment. So 30 seats available. Come and hang out with us. As far as the prerequisites are concerned, there aren't any. So just a high school diploma or GED. If you want your certificate, you can come straight away. If you're looking for an associate degree, you do have to meet those TSI requirements though. But we can help you through that.
Dental assisting and dental hygienist, what's the difference between the two, and does one lead to the other?
It does. So we actually have a bridge to the dental hygiene program, but let's talk about the differences first, because I think that's one of the biggest questions we get, especially with new students coming in. What's the difference? They all work in my mouth. Most people hate the dentist, so we're trying to change the status quo. But an assistant is chairside with the dentist. We're making impressions. We're handing off instruments. We're greeting the patient, bringing them back, taking x-rays, all that good stuff. We're kind of the dentist's right-hand guy or gal. Whereas the hygienist can work a little more solo. So they're the scraping people as well. They're going to clean your teeth and get in there and get all that calculus and tartar out and things of that nature and get you all shined up and ready to go. So that's the big difference there. With regard to education, our program is 1 year and their program is 2. And then we do have a bridge, which is really cool. So basically, if a student comes in and meets the requirements for dental hygiene and they complete our program in good standing, two of our students get into their program, which is really, really cool opportunity, being that it's a steep competition on the hygiene side. So it gives everybody a good foot in the door.
So the hygienist program sounds like very popular. You said it's very challenging to get into that program?
It is. So typically they get about 150 applications per year, and they only take 18 seats. So the competition, like I said, is pretty stiff. So to have 2 guaranteed seats, it's really a benefit to our students for sure.
And tell us about the graduating class of 2025. Have they already graduated? Is that coming up? How is that?
No, they're about to. It is an exceptional group of students this time. They are in incredible. They're not only skilled in the didactic side of things, just super book smart, but they're also really incredible in the laboratory setting, which really sets them apart from some of the other cohorts that we've taught. We do have 32 set to graduate in August, and I'm so excited. So they are out in their clinical settings right now, getting those hours, getting the practice, and really setting them up for success moving forward to take on jobs.
Well, speaking of jobs, that was going to be my next question. Is it typical for students while they're attending the classes to get out working, or is that something you have to wait till you get the certifications?
So what's really cool about our program is that because they're set up for success and there's so much practice on campus before they go out, when they do get to the clinical sites, they're ready to go. They're learning, of course, things on hand, but they're really, really talented once they get there. Most of our students get job offers before they graduate, which is really incredible. And because we're CODA accredited, what's really nice is that they can sort of go back and forth and negotiate some of their salaries. So one office may offer you X amount of money and you can say, hey, well, this office, they want me and I'm certified. So what are you going to give me? And they can kind of negotiate some benefits and salary and things like that. So it makes it a little bit more competitive for them, which is awesome.
And you guys have a very rigorous accreditation program at Coleman as well, correct?
Yes, we are certified by CODA, which is our commission on dental accreditation, which is our governing body. So lots of standards, things that need to be met, and no cutting corners around here. So it is pretty rigorous. It is the full year. So we do have people who come in and check on us. We have to run everything by them. So we do meet all of those accreditation standards. So yeah.
I know in many healthcare jobs in the medical side, there seems to be a lot of job openings right now. Are you seeing an increase in the demand for dental assistants and hygienists?
We cannot pump out students fast enough. We are getting calls by 1 to 2, sometimes 3 offices per week asking for students. Hey, send us help, send us help. Are they finished? When do they finish? That's the hot topic question. When can we hire them? And so we just can't turn students out fast enough, which has been really exciting, which again, to my point, they can negotiate those salaries because we're in high demand. So there is currently an 8% increase in the demand as it stands right now, which is really exciting for us and them.
And one thing I don't think students who are prospective students may not know that Coleman has an incredible, if you haven't seen the facilities out there, it's incredible. You guys have some new additions though to your labs and advanced equipments. Tell us about some of those.
We do. It's so fun. Come up to the penthouse, take a look around. We're on the 5th floor. So we've newly renovated our old lab. We used to run all of our labs out of one facility. And now because of the expansion of students and the addition of cohorts and things of that nature, we were able to expand into 2 new labs. So we have a full brand new, newly renovated radiology lab, and it's gorgeous. It's right on the side of the campus. So the views aren't too shabby either. And then a brand new materials lab, which really sets the students up for success because every lab is its own entity and it's specific. And so we can really focus on the task at hand there. With that, the new equipment, I actually teach a course every semester and I have the students bring in new equipment, ideals, things that they're seeing out in the office. And it really keeps us up to date and on the new technology coming through, new materials that may be getting pushed through. And so we're able to order those and kind of keep our students on the up and up for that.
I know with several other programs at Coleman, they've started multiple cohorts every year with such a high popularity. It sounds like you guys have 150 applicants, but only space for, 18. Are you looking to expand this in the future as you guys move forward?
Yeah, we're definitely talking about it. We're trying to get to that 10,000. So right now we're in the works. We're getting, permission from the accrediting body, and we're trying to move forward with all of that. We're trying to make space for new students because, like I said, we can't push them out fast enough. So we're working on that. It's a big Tetris map right now, but we're trying.
Charlsey Jimenez is a dental assisting faculty member for HCC's Coleman College for Health Sciences. I know a lot of you may have questions. We'll have some links in our social media post after the show. Thanks for being here, Charlsey. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. Take care.
All right, when we come back, we're going to be talking about engineering. We've got some engineering academies here at HCC. They're pretty incredible. We'll hear all about it in a special event coming up. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
At Houston Community College, we make your lessons matter. Open the door to real-world education, where passions become careers. Find out more at hccs.edu and let your success take flight.
That one day at PE when they were like yelling at me and then you just linked arms with me. I don't think you know how much like that helped me. I finally like knew that I had somebody.
Welcome back to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis, live on this Wednesday morning, and we're about to talk engineering. Farrish Betton is the program coordinator of Petroleum Engineering Technology for HCC's Global Energy Center of Excellence. Welcome back to the show, Farrish.
Thank you, Todd. How you doing? And thanks for the welcome.
Yeah, so you got an event. It's a networking event, but tell us about the groups that are going to be involved with this event.
Well, we're going to have two groups involved, Todd. We're going to have the student groups. We have one called it's going to be the Society of Petroleum Engineers. We have a part of that club here at the on campus, and also we're going to have the National Society of Black Engineers, NSBE, are going to be having an award ceremony, and at that same time. The beauty about that is that our students will get a chance to network with engineers before they actually have to go into the market for jobs.
Why is it important for students to get involved with this? I mean, you guys have the SPE involved, and it stands for, obviously, the Society of Petroleum Engineers. What are students going to get out of this, and why is it important for them to attend this?
Okay, let me tell you, they're going to get a lot out of this. We found out through various vitality reports and everything that the students' toughest years between the 2-year degree that they get is the first year. They're trying to make decisions and they're trying to, in spite of living situations. And in this case, to get a chance to talk to somebody who's made it through the same experiences that they're having now and the decisions that they made and what they are able to do now. So now we talk that, we call that passing the torch, the past student talking to the present student as to the advantages of the petroleum industry.
Well, we've talked about this on several of our shows, including this show, and the topic of the fact that we're faced in this generation with a problem that many, many engineers, if not most of them, are going to be retiring in the next few years because of aging. And we don't have enough backstops or people to fill those roles. Are we seeing any difference in that now with the number of engineers that are being trained?
We're seeing a little bit of an increase in our department. Actually, a good increase, 30%, I believe is what it is. And besides that, the oil companies have told us that they're going to utilize the latest digital technologies like AI and everything to make up the difference. But they still are going to need data gatherers and helpers on the various well sites and in shipping and what have you. And that's where our students come in. They feel that vote.
Tell us about the National Society of Black Engineers, Houston Professionals.
They are actually a group that asked to join with us, and essentially a spokesperson for that group is not with us today, but they are a group of engineers similar to you'll see on the notes there, ASME, American Society of Mechanical Engineers. They're doing it jointly. And so these are engineering groups that actually spur the growth of engineers, because they are so needed in many different areas of our life.
You know, one of the things I found interesting for this event, you're bringing back former HCC students that I imagine have gone through engineering, the engineering academies, to talk with the current students. How does that help them? Or do they really take this to heart when they get to meet people who were in their places not that long ago?
This isn't our first time doing this. We have done it in the past. Students have come back and told us hey, that really answered some of the questions that we had in our mind as to really if we were making the right choice, or will we be able to make it in the oil business. You know, in other words, they'll be working for engineers. And so they've just had, you know, a lot of deep-seated questions that only a past student can really address effectively.
Do you guys, I know many of our colleges work with advisory boards of people in the industries. I guess y'all work with them quite well as well with the in the petroleum engineering as well, correct?
That is correct. We have an industry advisory board that is comprised of actually engineers, data scientists, technical writers from industry. They're on our board.
This particular event, when is it happening? What's the times? Give us a location, all the details.
It's going to be on Friday, June the 13th, here in a couple of weeks, actually in a week now from now, about a week and a half. It's going to be at 6 o'clock. It'll be at in the Learning Hub, which would be, I call it the library building here at HCC. The times will be 6 o'clock and it'll end from 6 to 9.
I wanted to circle back at the top of the interview because you mentioned something I found very interesting. You said the first year of the student studies, that first year is going to be their most difficult. Is that true? And not just a 2-year, but if they're going on to a 4-year as well? And if so, why is that once again?
Okay. In my case, the engineering degree that I got, my most challenging year was the second semester of my first year and the first semester of my second year. I got through that and I was able to complete. But I saw it again in our students that we have coming through, you know, in the 15 years that I've been here with HCC. That first year, they have all different kinds of questions. You know, it's something new altogether. And they really need that, you know, experience, you know, students talking back to them, answering their questions on their level of understanding. That has really helped them.
Did you have a mentor in the engineering field when you were learning? And how important is it for students to have mentors?
A mentor is very, very important. I know several years ago when I went through, I had several, I had a math mentor, I had a physics mentor, somebody that could really explain the principles of mathematics and physics to me to where I could understand it. That's very, very important. A mentor actually breaks down the information like math or like, for instance, math. I had a professor who actually taught it as a language rather than, you know, memorizing symbols and so on and so forth. That made all the difference in the world to me.
So this networking event might be a good way for students to find one of those mentors, especially people that had been in their role not that long ago.
Yeah, they're very excited about it, yes.
Farrish Betton is the program coordinator of Petroleum Engineering Technology for HCC's Global Energy COE. Thanks for being here, Farrish. We appreciate talking to you this morning.
You're welcome, Todd, and I look forward to it again.
All right. We are going to take another break. When we come back, I'll have some news and announcements, so stick around.
At Houston Community College, we make your lessons matter. Open the door to real-world education, where passions become careers. Find out more at hccs.edu and let your success take flight.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Welcome back to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis. We're live at HCCTV's studios this morning, and we have some news and announcements, things going on around the district. One of them happening today. In fact, HCC is hosting an ESL GED orientation in partnership with the Association for the Advancement of Mexican Americans, AAMA. Scholarships available include English as a second language, Text Chase, also known as the GED program, and HCC's Career for You Academy, which includes our workforce training. That happens at 5:30 today, Wednesday, June 4th at AAMA Sanchez Charter School. We'll have some information in the post after the show. And culinary arts, this is a big deal. If you haven't attended this, it's something worth going to. I'm going to it a few years back, but HCC Central Culinary Arts has brought back its popular lunches as the students show off their skills. It's a pretty good deal. You get some great food. They host them every Thursday. Next one is tomorrow, noon to 1:30 p.m. at HCC Central Culinary Arts Building. They have a website where you can go check out the menu, all that stuff, but check our post after the show and we'll give you a link for that. Metaverse Camp. That's right, Metaverse Camp. HCC's AI and Metaverse Camp is said not just to be another summer camp, but a chance to design, build, and innovate with the latest tools, shaping tomorrow's digital universe. This one's happening 9 a.m. till 2 p.m., Monday through Friday, June 9th through 13th. Spaces obviously are very limited, so check our post and sign up today if you want to check out that one. GI60 Summer Drama Practicum, HCC's Media, Visual, and Performing Arts COE, is presenting the annual GI60 Houston, featuring selected one-minute plays from around the world. They'll be performed by HCC's drama students. Of course, it's free, and you can check it out. It's at the HCC Southwest Fine Arts Center. That's out in Stafford. Great facility, by the way, if you haven't seen it. 7:30 p.m., Wednesday and Thursday, July the 2nd and 3rd. It's free, but make reservations. Seating is limited there, but it's definitely worth checking out. We'll have some more information in the post after the show. And our Eagle Promise program. Let's say you're a high school student. You want to go to college, and you've got some scholarships. We've got a program that'll help pay for all of your college scholarships and costs while you're at HCC. Eligible high school students are encouraged to apply to the Eagle Promise program if they qualify for their grants and scholarships don't cover the costs of an HCC degree or certificate. Eagle Promise dollars will pay for tuition, fees, and a book allowance of up to $500 each semester. Deadline to apply, though, is September the 30th. Check our post for more info there. Speaking of registration, we're always talking about that. We have year-round registration. Summer classes, some sessions are still available, but we're registering now for the fall as well. So we have online anytime. Two of our ways to learn are online. Online anytime, online in a schedule. We have hybrid lab and hybrid classes, and then in-person classes as well. To learn more about the program, start dates, and options to cover your costs, go to hccs.edu/apply. Family Fun Day is tomorrow. On tomorrow's show, and we'll welcome back the folks from Comic Palooza, which is hitting town again later this month. And later we'll talk to the Open Educational Resources folks. Those are the people behind getting us free books for our classes, our low-cost books. So we'll talk to them about that and more tomorrow. That's it for today. We're going to wrap up today's show. Sade will be here tomorrow with tomorrow's show, and we'll be live back again at 10 a.m. Have a great day.